Hello everybody, welcome to another video. How did it all go wrong for Labour? And there's been a opinion poll come out, and it makes grim reading for Starmer. More ratings, his ratings are dropping even more. How much longer can he survive as Prime Minister? Surely his backbenchers can see that they've got to try and do something about removing him, because at this rate he's going to bring them down. What will happen is that at the next election, the Starmer's backbencher MPs, they won't have any jobs come the next election, because at this rate they're all going to be out of the job, and it'll all be the fault of Starmer and his crazy communist ideas he has. I mean, he's destroying Labour. He's the most hated Prime Minister this country has ever had. No wonder nobody likes him. I bet when he looks at the opinion polls on a morning, or somebody tells him about his opinion polls, his latest polls, he must choke on his cornflakes. I bet he dreads waking up on a morning, the latest headlines about him, and that people are turning against him. Surely the Labour Party, not only the backbenchers but also the frontbenchers, his cabinet, can see that's what's going to happen at the next election, that Labour will be gone. There'll be a one-term government. It'll be one-term Keir. This will be his only chance of being Prime Minister. So, sooner or later, somebody who is brave enough in the Labour's backbenchers or the front bench have got to say to Keir, time for you to go. Because these opinion polls it's disastrous for them. It's getting worse. It's getting no better. Everybody, the whole of the country, everybody in the country is turning against him. Surely he can see what's happening, but if he can't see what's going on, then he must be stupid. Starmer must be stupid. That's what he is, not to see what's happening. But who's going to be brave enough to say to Starmer, look, we can't go on like this. You've got to think about resigning. But I don't think he will. He won't resign. There's no way he's going to resign, because he's waited all his life to be Prime Minister, and he's not going to give it up easily. But like I said, somebody's got to step forward and start a whispering campaign against him and try and get him to go. Because otherwise, if he doesn't, come the next election, I'm afraid there won't be a Labour Party. I mean, people say there won't be a Conservatives, but the way things are going, it looks like there's not going to be a Labour Party. They'll be out of power forever, if the way things are going. I mean, who's gonna be the one to tell him to resign? I mean, Rachel Reeves, the Chancellor, is also under pressure. She's under pressure. I think she's having sleepless nights about the economy, what's going on in the economy. I mean, you've got inflation rose last month. I mean, they haven't been in long, have they? And things are going to going pear-shaped. But this is what the voters get when they voted for him, for Labour. They thought they was going to see something different to the old Tories, but it's a nightmare, isn't it? An absolute nightmare with this lot in government. And there's no sign of it ending. But like I said, somebody sooner or later has got to have a word in Starmer's ear and say, come on, Keir, it's time for you to go. Somebody's got to step forward and be brave enough and tell him. But they won't, because if they do, he'll probably sack them. Or if it's a front bencher, if it's a back bencher, then they'll have the whip drawn for about 6 months before, as punishment. But like I said, sooner or later, Starmer, he's got to go. He's got to go. Sooner or later, he's got to go. I don't know how much longer he can hang on as Prime Minister. I don't know how much longer he can hang on, because the way things are going, he doesn't look like he's going to hang on for much longer. I mean, I think what will happen is they'll, when we get into the new year, they'll see the Labour front bench will probably see how things go, and probably, if say round about next autumn, towards the back end of next year, if things are not improving, then I think they'll probably make a move and decide to get rid of him, because he's going to lead them to election disaster. There's no doubt about it. He's going to lead them to election defeat. Like I've said, and everybody's saying it, they'll only be in one term. And of course, the damage will be done. It'll be done. With all this, what they're doing is going to go on through the ages. We'll be feeling the effects of this Labour government for years to come. Well, anyway, that's the end of this video. Mr. Politics here signing off. And remember, don't believe the lies.